Hello and welcome. Today we're at Tanaha Hills, south of Tucson, Arizona, in the middle of the desert. Over here behind this sign we have Freeport McMoran. So Caterpillar moved down here I think in the 90s from out in Phoenix, Buckeye. And I think they bought some property, maybe they lease it, and then they lease some of the mine as well. So you have Tanaha, which is the visitors demonstration area. So they have customers, and right now they have spring training. So that's when all the CAT reps, sales reps, CDIs come down. And then they have TPG, Tanaha Proving Grounds, or Tucson Proving Grounds. Tucson Proving Ground, singular, according to the sign right in front of me. And that's where they test out all their latest and greatest iron and a lot of their mining equipment, especially because they have a lot of room to test it. It's a high heat, rugged environment. And then they also have the mine right next door to throw equipment back and forth on to get it into a real mining application. So with that, let's drive in here, go through security, and then I don't know what we're gonna see today, but I'm gonna try to bring you guys along, so stay tuned. And obviously, it's just me today and a GoPro. Matt Briscoe, he got us in trouble the last time we were here, so I didn't bring him. Just me. Let's go have some fun. I guess to provide everybody a little bit more context, I have been coming here since I was a freshman in college. There was a heavy equipment class in college that I got in with, and one of the field trips to the heavy equipment class is coming down to a demonstration at Tanaha Hills. So that was the first time I came down here. That was 2013, I believe. It's 2022 right now, so that was almost 10 years ago. That's kind of crazy. I've come down here for product unveilings, like the 798 AC haul truck. That was a cool event. I've seen autonomous truck demos. We were just here most recently for let's see, the Mine Expo demo. That was pretty neat. Here today is really just for fun. I'm just gonna be down here for a few hours, maybe see some friends, and then I'll be back in April because we're actually, and this is pretty cool, we're gonna do a BuildWitt event here for our partners. So the owners, the executives of the companies we work with are invited to an event down here that we're gonna have where we're gonna have some speakers, some discussions, and then they're gonna actually have time to run the equipment down here. So these guys have everything, but they mostly, if not all of them, have never been here before. So I'm trying to create something cool for them. And this is one of my favorite places in the Dirt World Kingdom. It's an absolutely spectacular place. The other place that's like this, the Caterpillar has, I guess they have two other facilities. One, Edwards in Peoria, Illinois, the home of Caterpillar, and then the second is in Malaga, Spain. Is the three demonstration centers. So there's your Tanaha background. Oh yeah. That's all mine. All right, so just got out of Ryan Neal's class. He was talking about some new excavators. I don't know if I can show that or not. Even if I could, it wasn't all that compelling. Sorry, Ryan. I'm just kidding. It was just a bunch of numbers. So, because I don't do very well in a classroom, I left about 5 minutes later, and I'm now gonna go look at some equipment. All right, I found Sam Meeker. He's over there getting ready for his debut. Got some Dozers behind me. They're gonna be talking mostly about that one right there, the D4 today. But they have 3, 4, 5, 6, and an 8. No 7. There's a 9 up on the hill and an 11 up on the hill. I got a little bit of everything here. So they're 20 minutes or so from getting started. There's Mr. Sam. Dozer extraordinaire. I don't have my camera guy today, so I'm my own camera guy because he got me in trouble the last time I was here. Oh, you're your own camera guy too. Oh.
Have you seen one of these?
Fancier than I got.
Nobby, one of the guys gave this to Nobby. Nobby barely knows how to run his cell phone.
Do you use that?
A click pen. He gave it to me last night, so I'm trying to figure out how to use it.
Oh, wow.
This thing is amazing.
It's very stable.
Pocket 2.
All I got's GoPro. It's a new Z-bar linkage on the brand new 992. I'll go over there. There's an old 992, show you the old linkage. So that's the old linkage. This is a 992K. I had to look at the side, I admit. Old, new. New Cat 651. Pretty big deal. Single engine scraper, now the biggest one they make. Haven't made these in a very long time. And then right next door is the 637K, so that's a twin engine scraper. So it has the engine up front, engine in the back. 651 just has one of the engines up front, nothing in the back, and is really made to be pushed by a dozer, whereas the 637K is a push-pull, so it's meant to work in pairs, so it'll pair up with another 637, pushing and pulling. Next gen D11 dozer. There's your back view. Here's what you're looking at when you're running it. These big dozers don't have much for visibility, that's for damn sure. Not much. Demo time. It's pretty bright out here.
I don't think there's any other machine out there that can do what we're going to do here. Safely, efficiently. Protecting our tires if we were having to go on a landfill. Do this on the scrapers. Okay, we got this truck in our right here. It is limited one.
It doesn't correct traction. So we're not popping the bowl out of the ground with the fishing hitch. We're raising the bowl and then popping the fishing hitch. So all that's really, really nice to help protect.
All right, so we checked out a demonstration up top there. They're running through articulated trucks, scrapers. We saw the new 651, super cool. Right in front of me that I'm gonna show you right now is gonna be some of the dozer session. I am limited on time today, so I can't literally just sit and record all of these, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to. I have no idea if this is public information or not, but here we are. So I'm gonna go over there and just show you guys a little bit about what they're doing. So they have a group. These are all guys from cat dealers across the United States here to learn about dozers and technology. So they have different camera, microphone setups to be showing them the different features in the actual machine while they talk. So let's go check it out.
So maybe he's getting ready to cut a road, you know, into a bench or something like that. He can go ahead and just with those 2 button pushes, now he's gonna go ahead and switch it over to that slope. got memories in those slopes, so he just clicked it one time, got into that 10% slope, and watch that blade as he's coming up, it's following that 10% slope and bringing him right up to that grade. There's several other types of designs you can do as well too. You know, the 2D design, the 2D designs, the simple flat planes are pretty easy. You can also do a design that's called, I call it the alignment with cross section. So if you imagine this road here, if you want to go ahead and cut a road, even following a curve, working his way up the side of that mountain, all he's got to do is set the center points for his alignment, and then he can set that cross section up, and he can actually build the ditches and the road crown, doing all of that inside that grade control monitor. He doesn't have to do anything in the office to do that. So very, very slick, and lots of functionality in that grade control monitor.
So I guess to give a little bit more background here, so that's Sam and Bob. So Bob's in the D5, Sam's on the ground in the silly hat, and they're basically just teaching about the different features. So you have that screen. That screen is showing basically a GoPro feed from Bob's chest onto the display inside of the Dozer, and then both Sam and Bob have headsets, so they can go back and forth talking about the different features while demonstrating the feature they're talking about to the audience, which is way more effective than just talking about it or even showing a video. It's a very, very cool way to educate about these features. So hopefully this audience here, sales reps, Caterpillar sales reps, they get more informed and educated on the features, and then when customers ask them about the features and are buying these machines, they can then educate the customer. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. I've actually never seen this before. Almost lunchtime, and I'm gonna have to get out of here, but I figured out to check out the real weapons over here. Yeah. Yeah. So this machine, just to explain, this is again, I'm not very good at figuring out what I need to say before I start recording. It's a 930M loader. I saw these at Clayton not too long ago. And this machine in particular, you can see it has these little things up on the cab there, these little lights. This is a remote loader, and they developed this system so it enables an operator to sit in it looks like a cab. It's a similar setup, but it'll be in some room or office or something like that, and run the machine remotely. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's the stupidest thing ever. Well, there's a specific application for it. The most common application for this, and really why it was developed, was unloading barges on the Mississippi River. So when you're unloading barges, you'll have a crane or something that'll get the bulk of the material out, but you'll need to lower a machine in there to clean up the rest of the bits down in the bottom of the barge that the crane can't get out. So you throw a loader in there. Problem is, it's really hazardous. If you go overboard on these barges, you oftentimes don't come out of the water because the current's so strong. So instead of putting a person on the barge in a machine, they can run the machine remotely. Also, another benefit is these machines, when you're unloading barges, they're not running all day every day. So if you were an operator, you'd be working for a little bit and then just sitting the rest of the day. Whereas in this scenario, you can have an operator run a loader in one location from the office remote setup, clean up that barge. Once they're done, park the machine, and then switch to another machine in another location and continue to work. So you're being far more efficient with your time per operator thanks to the remote technology. And also, it's still a normal machine. So you can run it. I can get in it right now and run it like a typical 930 loader. It doesn't change the characteristics of the machine at all. It's super cool. Super cool. All right, so right here is the paving training area at Tanaha Hills. And right behind me is a pile of sand. Paving, to use real asphalt to train, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So they use this very fine sand they put a specific kind of or specific amount of moisture into it to make it the right density consistency. And it turns out you can use this stuff all day long because it's almost just like asphalt going through a paver. So you can train people on pavers using this wet sand that you can continuously reuse rather than having to get hot mix somehow out here every time you want to train. So it's really cool that you can use a material like that to train on paving for a much more affordable rate. Cleaning up before lunch. Cat 994K. She is a weapon. Look at this thing. Look at this. If you gotta climb a ladder to get in your machine, it's a big machine. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's like almost 30 steps. So, also, over there, that's where Caterpillar does their testing. That's the Tucson Proving Grounds. I've never been over there. I'll get over there one day, but I need to get a haircut. I'll get over there one day, but because I put everything on the internet, they're not all that interested in having me. Odd. $794 AC electric drive haul truck. All right, everybody. I'm gonna go have some lunch and get out of here. Appreciate you tuning in. See you in the next one. Stay dirty. This is just fun. I've got a good job.